Hello gorgeous people, so it's Suze from Crowfire Soul Crafting. So I haven't done a video for a few weeks, so I've been so busy. I literally, this piece here was just on a piece of calico, and I just used some wool that I couched down, which is sort of running through it, and then I just did 3 stitches. I did drizzle stitch, a bullion, a cast on bullion, did I say 3, 4, and a French knots. That's it in the whole thing. And then what I did is I wrapped it around, I wrapped around some black velvet around the edges, and I put in some wadding, and then I asked people on Susan Taylor Brown's Facebook group what I should do with it, because I just didn't have a clue. And some lady said about a box frame, and I knew I had some box frames in my summer house, but I thought they were small when they were, because they're like little small ones. This was a frame that I bought that was, the glass was down, so there was gap up the top, and then the glass was flat, I don't know what type of frame you call it, and I thought, I wonder if I can turn that into a box frame. So I glued the glass onto the front of the box frame, so it's glued on, and then I glued these like popsicle type stick things, painted them, and then I added some sea glass in the corners. In the back of the thing I painted it black, and then you can't see because of the glare, and I stuck some gold leaf on it. So I've been really working on this. That's been sort of my main thing. So I finished that last week, I think. And then I worked on a spiritual piece that I wanted to do. So this is a Fimo piece I made quite a long time ago now, good few years. And I put it on some black calico, linen, not sure, cotton, and then I backed it with some felt, and then I've literally embroidered my 4 first birth runes. So really pleased with that. That turned out really well. So that's a spiritual piece. I have got a spiritual channel which is just Crowfire Talk, but I thought I would show it on here anyway. Then this piece is still not finished, so I decided to add this. Now this is 2 straws, and I've wrapped some wool around them, and then I've couched it down. Then these, this and this one, this one here, they are bamboo skewers, and then I did some very long really straggly bullion stitches to make like twigs, I suppose. And then I've started doing a lot of French knots, and so it's sort of turning into a bit of a blossom twig. I've still got flowers to finish, I've got leaves to finish, yeah, so I'm still working on that, but I put it to one side. I mean, sometimes I do put stuff to the side for sometimes a couple of years. It just is how it goes for me. So, but I've been obsessed the last couple of days with wet felting. So I don't do it very often, but I decided, because it was sunny, to do some. So I started out with this piece, which was the wool that when I went and dyed, went onto the dyeing workshop. The only thing is, when I wet felted it, a lot of the colour came out. So these colours on top are much brighter than how this has gone from wet felting it, but I still love it. So I started that, and I started doing some stitching on it, and I'll just carry on stitching. It'll probably just be straight lines. Yeah, quite enjoyed that. That got me inspired. So then I did this piece. Let me take you on. So this one's a bit bigger. So this one is the same, the wool that I dyed. With this one, I've literally backed it on to some black felt, and I've added some material in between, because it had this one I loved because I ended up with loads of holes, but that was intentional. So I did like really thin bits, and I didn't, I mean, this one I did, although that's not completely thick, it's much thicker, but oh god, I'm loving this one. So I've just been doing all sorts around the holes and working on that. So I absolutely love it. Oh my god, it's so hot here. Then again, this one's a bit based spiritually, because I belong to a group, well, I work with the runes, the Elder Futhark runes, and our community that I'm in, we did a meditation session with Freya the other day on colour and things, and this happened. It's not subdued, is it? It's a riot. So I feel for this one that Freya was working with me. So yeah, so again, I've backed it on some felt. I'm not sure what the hell I can do with it. I've done a little bit of sort of stitching down that side, but I'm not 100% sure, but I don't want to actually have to pull it all out, so I think I'll probably do it down this side as well. But I don't see how I can stitch on it that well, because I mean, well, I don't think the stitching the show. So this is an unknown, and I'm not sure where that one's going to be going, or how that one's going to be going. So yeah, and then I've got 3 on the line that are drying, that I've done today, and then this is a bit in your face as well. I'm not sure which way round. I don't know if it's going to be that, or whether it's going to be that, and I don't know. I think more this side. I like the rusty colour and the green rather than that in your face yellow that's on the back, but I can't think of a way, because if I stitch on it, then I'm gonna have stitch, unless I try and do it like you would proper embroidery, so I don't have knots on it. Then I could possibly stitch on it on both. Well, it still won't look right, will it, on both sides? Yeah, so I don't know with that. Yeah, I really don't know. But I've got another 3 on the line. I've got a purpley one, and I've got a rainbow one and a green one. So it's just the weather to do wet felting, because you can get it on the line, you can dry it, doesn't matter if you get all wet. In fact, you want to get all wet because it's so hot and humid. It is in the UK, I know people say you shouldn't moan about it, but I'm sorry, it makes me very unwell, so I don't like it. But yeah, so I think it's definitely that way, and I quite like it in that shape. So it's still quite bright with the turquoise. I think it looks brighter on camera than it actually is. It's not as bright here. I don't know. But again, I've got some lovely holes. I did nice thin bits. I really like it like that. Obviously, that's not how you would wet felt properly, because you want a good piece of fabric, but I don't. I want holes, which gives me texture and stuff and makes it more distressed. So yeah, so that's where I am really. I've got a few other bits. I did, I put this one aside. I got a bit bored with this one. So I don't know how that one's going to go. Yeah, I just got bored with it. I can, and then sometimes I just pick them up again and you know, just go again. So yeah, I haven't done a lot with my jelly printed stuff that I've got. But anyway, I thought I'd come on and show you a few bits that I'm doing. Let me know what you think. If you've already subscribed, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming back. Sorry I haven't been on much, but I'm really struggling with the weather. But yeah, let me know what you think. Are there any pieces that you really like? Are there pieces you don't like? Let me know why. Is that too colourful, or are you loving it because it's so colourful? Yeah, just let me know what you think. This piece I'm loving, and I've got another few of these frames because they only cost me £1, so I bought them because I thought they were box frames, got them home and they really weren't box frames. So but I'm loving that. So yeah, so if you're new to the channel, hello, welcome. I'm Suze. I'm very eclectic artist, and I have stages where I do loads of jelly printing, where I do loads with my embellishing machine, where I'll do a load of wet felting, where I'll do normal felting. Yeah, that's just how I work. And then in between that, I do pieces for my spiritual work. And like I say, the other channel is Crowfire Talk, but that's just me chatting spiritual stuff. So you'd need to be into it. It's possibly not what you'd be into. But yeah, so I shall be back, show you how I'm doing. I'll show you the other ones I've got on the line drying, and let me know what you think. So if you like the video, thumbs up and all that stuff, and subscribe and everything, and yeah, take care. Bye.